You're watching Disney Channel. That's how it feels, like the...
Why do you think people make things?
I think people need to express in just a way that makes sense to them, and making something gives us a sense of control in a world that gives us little control. When I'm around other artists, it's like this desire, like there's this yearning for meaning and purpose in life, and by making something, it'll probably outlive us in a way. And it's this kind of digestion of taking in and being able to say, here I am. Here I have been and here I am. I think it's deeply emotional and tied into how humans have evolved to make buildings, to make music, to make art, to make anything that helps civilization, that helps community, to help communicate really. Like I feel like a lot of art is communication in a way that words just won't do. And I feel like with painting that there's something about reliving an image or showing like the light and the scene that at least makes me feel like I'm contributing my emotional capacity to the world. And it's really because I need to express, taking all of these feelings and thoughts and putting them into work, into a kind of work that is not just for money or for power or for my identity in the world as a job, but as just a human, just getting through it as authentically as I can. This was from last year. And then when I did the residency, I just had all this new inspiration. I feel like when I'm painting, it feels so right that I don't even have to think about it. It's almost like, I don't know, I become like receptive to everything around me, which sounds kind of crazy in a way, but it's just so true. Like I become aware of like the birds and the cars and all the movement of the world when I'm suddenly still and I'm able to take a stop. It's an emotional thing to make work. It's like a workout for your heart. That's how it feels sometimes. And then to think like, oh, I'm gonna now sell this to someone and try to value it. Like it's like, oh, there's not even, it's priceless. There's not even like a price tag to it. But I also see the other point of it's money, it's math. And like people do create and they create a business with their craft. So I've been testing the waters because it's not how I create my main source of income, but I can sell prints and people are interested. Like I can be a freelance artist, I can be a financial reporting coordinator, I can be a photographer, I can do so many different things and have different skills, work in different ways for different people. And it's reminding myself that I can do it all. It's making sure I just know how to check myself and balance it and not get too tied to one title. Sometimes when I'm updating my website and I'm thinking, oh, maybe someone will want a print and I'll sell the original and blah, 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 I'm doing the math. And then I look at the painting and then finally I take a breath and I'm like, oh man, I really remember that memory. And it feels like I'm still tied to it. So this is an oil painting I did 2 years ago. Cape Cod is where my grandparents live partially now, but I would visit them all the time. And I painted this when the pandemic was still happening. Because of the circumstances, I was painting in my apartment, but I'm not able to wash the brushes in the sink here. So I'm using a different kind of oil paint that's not the same luxurious quality. But you know what? I make it work. Like whether I'm drawing on a napkin or oil painting, it feels really good to just get the image down when it resonates. To look at a place that I love and really hold dear, it feels like a world I'm building every time. I have been drawing most of my life, I'd say since I was like 5 years old, and I was really inspired by cartoons like SpongeBob.
Yes!
And Nickelodeon, like Hey Arnold. I remember looking and being like, I can draw this at such a young age. And then in high school, a teacher pulled me aside and was like, you're really good. And you should do this painting class instead of like the general thing that most people are doing. And I was like, okay, if you say so, like I love it, but I never thought anything of it more than just the enjoyment of it. And that's why I kept doing it. Like there's no questioning when you're young. Like a little kid, they have this like, this essential thing that's like, I'm gonna do it whether I'm good or not. Only adults really stop themselves for even thinking about it. I spend so much time looking at these images and revisiting the painting that I can like see the painting as I need it to be almost.
Interesting. So do you feel like you see like the future version of it already?
Yeah, which is really cool when you think about it.
It is really cool.
We have that capacity to like have a vision.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep up with it without the structure of a school or classes, but I think that goes back to what I was saying of like the purpose of it. I remind myself that I love it, and I'm actually helping myself. That the voices of I'm not good enough or I'm not deserving of it in some way, like those literally is not real. Like I have just as much capacity to make art and just do it. I just have to show up. And it's really setting these little goals for myself that are small at first, but they add up and they seem so big after like a 5-year span. I have limited time on this earth and I'm young. I can do this now and I want to do it now. So continuing to do it is like strike while the iron's hot. Like while I'm still young and I have energy and I have the means to travel and this world is allowing me to travel, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna make art with it. I come from a family of accountants and lawyers and engineers, and there is creativity in that, but I never had a person in my family who created art to the same capacity that I have. When I was 18 and I wanted to just make art all the time and I didn't even want to do the double major, I just wanted to make art, I heard them as being like, oh, it's a negative, like you can't make art only, like you need to do business. Like it sounded like they were almost like taking away my dream or telling me I can't do it. When instead, at least now how I see it, in a way it prepared me for the fact that I can now do both. Having that conversation with them prepared me for reality, for living in Manhattan on my own, but making art when I can and how I can. Hopefully I did them proud. So these are a few that I have framed from my time in Paris earlier this year, because I was in a group show. I love drawing trees specifically, but I haven't focused on them in the last couple of years because there's so many other subjects. It's amazing how I feel like I understand certain things better after drawing them. Because I always think I know what something looks like, and then when I actually sit down to draw it, I'm like, what is a typewriter? Like there's so many little nuances. And that's the magic of it, is getting to know something. It's really been a like, can I get to that place? Like, can I master? Can I be as good as this standard that I saw in a painting at the Met? Like, can I do that? Like, I'm not always making the best piece that I would show in a gallery, but I think it's that practice of keeping up with it is good. Like showing up to the gym every day. Like not every day you're gonna show up and feel like, oh, I'm doing it, but it's still adding to the quality of a later piece. It's a really forgiving practice because it's always there. And a lot of things in life aren't always there. Beyond relationships, beyond things that I think are stable in life, beyond jobs, beyond everything I think is gonna be there for me forever, art it's eternal. Mm-hmm. Art is long, life is short. And that's a wrap.
And that's a wrap.
I did visit Cape Cod this year, and I wanted to create possibly a collection to show up there if I could find a place that would like show my stuff, but I haven't gotten that far yet. Like, when are you gonna feed me?
Do you feed him?
Yeah.
Do you feed her? Nice.
Yeah. I don't know if it's allowed, but
hey,
it's allowed in my home.
Yeah, but like the joy.
I do get so much joy from it.